Cheers, Seekers, Bob Cunningham, the ancient one. This segment I'm calling tension-free swing. Now, part of it involves breathing, but I want a swinging action. And this, I have a couple of pilots, one's retired, taught piloting, if that's a word. Dan, he had a propeller to start with, of course, jet in the later years, he's retired now. But think of a wheel, think of a rotary mower. If we move that center, it doesn't work good. You lose the dynamics. You'd be very unhappy if your car wheel started bouncing around. So I have this, and it's one of the YouTubers, Dr. Chang, is it? He used this to illustrate. We want our arms to be like rope. So we want this is moving with my body. I'm not just jerking it back. So it looks something like this. I let it settle. Get a little whoosh. Down the line. I just get it going. And I think of a child's swing. If you had little Becky, 4-year-old, you don't want to jerk her out of her seat. What you do is push it forward a little bit and then get the swing going. And it will go very nicely and she'll be happy. So that's what we want. We got this little Becky in the seat. So we're overcoming inertia. So I get a little swing that way and then let this set and let it go around. Again, overcome inertia, let it set, a little forward, and that felt pretty smooth. So learning how to overcome tension. Tension is the biggest enemy of the golf swing. Tension is a big enemy in our life. People having trouble to sleep, and one of my group can't come some of the times because he doesn't get enough sleep, he feels awful. So what we have to do, it's what I call almost self-hypnosis. Years ago, this is over 50 years ago, about 50 years ago, I took a course called Mind Control. This is not a paid blib, I'm just putting this out. Jose Silva, he was a migrant from Mexico, and he had children, I think about 7 of them, and he was working with them, and he found out they weren't getting anything from school. In fact, they're failing. But he was able to get them to control their mind and rule out all these thoughts, and there's stuff coming at us from all angles. How do we clear our mind? I think of a dry erase board. I want to get that, just take erasure and eliminate all those thoughts. So I learned this over a 3-day period. It's amazing. And what the 2 words that would immediately clear my mind and ease any tension is cancel, cancel. Now in today's computer world, it'd be delete, delete. If it would be so easy, just hit the delete button. Well, we got all this bouncing around. You got it when you're playing golf. When you're trying to sleep, cancel, cancel. And praying, meditation really helps. And when my daughter died unexpectedly, I have 2 children, they're both dead, preceded me. They're supposed to outlive me, that's not my plan. But so anyway, in the middle of the night, I get this call. Well, I had to clear my mind. I mean, it's just so grief, and we all have it. Everybody dies and they have a loved one die. So how do we deal with it? Of course, praying is so helpful. Friends, I call it 3 F's: family, friends, and faith. Well, thank goodness I have my faith. So I would say, cancel, cancel, and I would breathe in, breathe out. Thank you, Lord. And we can do that on a regular basis. We do shallow breaths. My wife, she graduated with a degree in singing from Oberlin Conservatory, and she knows how to empty her lungs of this stale. She breathes from the diaphragm. So what we want to do is expel that. So a simple technique, it only takes 3 or 4 minutes. So we start, and I do it with my students to get them loosened. You breathe in very deep as you can, down in your diaphragm. Hold it for 5 seconds. Now, breathe it out slowly. Get it out, all out. Now, I want to get good, fresh. We're outside, so that's one benefit of golf. Bring it in, hold it for 5 seconds, and expel it slowly all the way out. I'm getting so relaxed. So I do that a few times, and you can too. Shrug your shoulders. Arms are like rope. So we want to have loosey-goosey, and that's the problem. Our muscles shorten as we get older. We lose that elasticity. We want to get as much as we can and have that nice flowing feeling. So I'm wrapping up segment 5 here, how to relieve tension and have a rope arm swing and clearing your mind, because that's a terrible thing, the mind, if it's dancing around. So cheers, I hope this helps some of you. You can contact me, I'll answer any comments. Cheers, later.